went viral for saying your dark feminine energy, whatever that is, black cat energy, is not making you sexy, is not making you attractive. Yeah, that's me. The reason why I said it is because people often mistake dark feminine energy with being cold as bitch, which makes people not want to get close to you. When dark feminine energy is not aggressive, but it's not passive either. It's mastering the art of influence without force. It's knowing when to be soft and when to be sharp. Dark feminine energy, it's deep self-trust, emotional control, and the aura that makes people wonder about you whenever you leave the room. And it has nothing to do with being cold. It's about being selective and also demand respect without even demanding. And it's almost intimidating because the right people will be attracted to your energy and the wrong people will be afraid to approach you. So let me tell you all the things that helped me to really tap into my dark feminine energy. And I won't lie to you and tell you, oh, I woke up one day and became confident, became beautiful. It was a journey. It was a freaking journey and a lot of inner work with myself, alone, in solitude. When some days I felt, okay, I'm a little bit more confident than the other days. And some days I really felt awful about myself. And then slowly I built the confidence where now I wake up and I'm confident and I'm in my dark feminine energy any time of the day. Literally, when I'm with makeup, without makeup, when I'm bloated, when I'm swollen, I still feel my power because my beauty finally comes not from my look. This is just a bonus. My beauty, really, my worth comes from the inside. I know what kind of a woman I am. And if people don't want me in my life, if they don't text me, if they ghost me, I became a person where it's their loss, not mine. This is for me. Dark feminine energy. You're quiet, you're soft, you're calm, and you're dangerously nice. Thing number one that I did, where my whole journey started, is I started building my life that excites me besides men and relationships. It all really started getting into place for me when I started enjoying my life without a partner. When I stayed single for a long period of time and I realized that, oh my God, my life is interesting. It can be interesting and happy without the person completing me. When before I used to get into a relationship and I would jump into my partner's life and enjoy his lifestyle, enjoy his friends, and feel like his life is so much more interesting and complete than my own life. And that would create a codependent, unhealthy relationships because whenever I stayed by myself, I felt like they took happiness from me. They took a part from me. They took my heaven, my joy from me. When he would leave and travel, like I would constantly think like, what is he doing? Why is he not texting me this and that? Like, it's just embarrassing. Okay. But I had to go through that and experience that in order to feel a difference. And now when I'm by myself and I have my own life, my own circle of friends, my own income, my own apartment, my own choices and decisions and travel plans, I truly feel like my happiness is created by me. No one can take away things that are mine. I started doing hobbies that I always wanted to do, playing piano much more, horseback riding, tennis, reading, studying languages. And now when the person that I really like leaves, I still enjoy my life by myself. I don't miss him like crazy because I'm busy with my own life. I don't control him. I'm not dying to know what he's doing because I know that he knows where to find me if he needs me. And here's some practical tips that you can do to improve that state of mind. First of all, sit down and write down 10 things that really excite you in your life. It can be hobbies. It can be just, random daily things that really make you happy that you don't want to sacrifice besides your work, please. And start slowly investing your time into these things. I used to also really prioritize my career and my work, and I would feel miserable when it comes to socializing and friends. A few years ago, I didn't have that many friends. I wasn't that social. I just always felt like I want to sit at home, work, and not waste my time on like going out and seeing people. I was so wrong. Because when you have friends, like good core group of friends or like good girlfriends, it really affects your emotional and mental state. It helps you. We are social creatures. We need people around. So while you're focusing on your career and your work, don't forget to focus on bringing great people into your life and opening your heart for them. And if you're going to ask me, how do you find those great people in your life? You will not until you become a good person, a giving person who is open to give something in the relationship. Once you become a good friend and you have the need to care for people, to be there for them, you will see how your circle is going to change. People are everywhere. You can go outside, go to the coffee shop and literally meet great friends. But what we do most of the times, we just go outside and we put a mask on. We don't want to talk to people. We don't want to do anything with people that are random people. But they are humans. They have a heart. They're going through something. People need people. So first, before you find friends, become a good friend first. The second thing that you can do that is very, very effective and helpful when you feel like the person is leaving you or you're not seeing your boyfriend for, some time, or your best friend is leaving and you feel lonely, like you feel sad inside, that is a clear message to you that your inner child is not safe with you. Your inner child feels like this love that he was receiving is now gone. But love is a feeling that nobody can give to you. Love is your own feeling. You feel love. It's your love. Love can never be found. It is only given. So anytime you feel like that, sit down with yourself, close your eyes, and make your inner child feel safe. Talk to your inner child. Be like, hey, I'm there for you. Don't worry. I'm not leaving you. I love you. I will always be there for you. You're enough. You're very loved. What do you want to do right now? How can I make you feel better? Be gentle with yourself. And literally 2 minutes later of doing that, you will feel an insane difference. What we usually do, we run away from that feeling. But all you have to do is turn towards that feeling, not away from that feeling. That little girl that you were when you were 5 years old, she still lives inside of you. So don't neglect her. She needs your attention. Number 2 is actually a big one. I stopped explaining myself and seeking for an approval. Before, I actually was so scared to have a different opinion than someone I really like. For example, if he likes blonde girls and he tells me, oh, I like girls with blonde hair and I have brown hair, I would literally start considering going blonde just because I wanted to be more loved and liked. Just because I felt like this definitely will make him love me more. And I was so wrong. My love, being comfortable and convenient never makes people love you more. It irritates them because you clearly lose a sense of yourself and sense of your personality just to make them like you. They ask you, what do you want to eat? You're like, whatever you think is good. Where do you want to go, babe? Whatever you think is good. This is very wrong. It is very annoying. I had to realize that I'm not difficult to love. I'm enough to love the way I am. I don't need to do things for people to be loved. I can be loved for who I am because I have a beautiful heart. And you also don't need to constantly improve your looks and look prettier in order to be loved. Please hear me out. Girls really focus on being beautiful in order to be loved, but damn, that's a wrong beauty that you're focusing on. Girls really don't understand that your physical beauty will make him drag you to the bedroom, not to the court. But when you focus on the beauty of your heart and the kind of woman you are, the values that you have, the morals that you have, that's when a really good man falls for you and never wants to let you go. Why don't you understand that? When you as a woman move your focus from constantly looking for someone who's going to love you and start giving that love because you are already abundant and you are the source of that love, that's when you start being so goddamn loved, babe. I felt that. I experienced that. Also, real dark feminine energy. It's about being raw, being wild even, being sexy. But that sexiness comes not from your body, it comes from your energy, from feeling your real instincts and being protective of those instincts. It's about being comfortable with your body and accepting your body and yourself fully, acting, speaking, and moving with full acceptance of yourself. Dark feminine energy doesn't accept shame. There's no shame in your femininity. There's nothing to hide. Everything about you is beautiful because you are a woman. It's not about being perfect. It's about being really, really honest with yourself. You can lie to anyone in this world, but not to yourself. And you know that. Next time, if anyone tries to make fun of you or your outfit or the way you look, you just go, thank you so much for your opinion that I did not ask. I really appreciate it. Or you can just be like, funny. I was just thinking the same thing about your personality. Don't let people use you, not your friends, not your family, not your partner. Know your boundaries. Confidence isn't loud, it's controlled. Women in their dark feminine energy, they don't rush. They move slowly. They move with purpose. They act with purpose. They speak slowly. When they speak, everybody listens. I really stopped rushing my words and speaking fast and nervously giggling when the joke wasn't funny or I was like anxious and nervous. I slowed down my movements and suddenly people started respecting more. People started treating me differently. Oh, why is that? Well, because when you speak slowly, when you speak quietly, you have time to process what you say and what you do. You're more conscious. And that holds a lot of power. It's so attractive. I know that my biggest problem was my brain. My brain was moving so fast. So I really had to work on understanding what the hell is going on with me. Why am I so anxious all the time? I started doing breathing practices, and the most effective one is box breathing, when you hold for 4 and you breathe in for 4. That's when you truly start feeling that your mind is not controlling you. You control your mind. All the thoughts that are running through your head, you can control them. Or maybe you can't really control them. You can observe them and pay attention what's going on in your head, rather than acting on every single thought that's running in your head. So when you slow down, that gives you space to even process that. When you're constantly rushing and running, you have no awareness to do so. And I have a person in my life who I really like, and his voice is very crispy and very low. Every time he speaks, it's just so attractive and beautiful. But I wish sometimes I had subtitles in real life, because sometimes I just can't hear what he says. But one time I asked him, was your voice always like that, or it just transformed throughout life? And he was like, when I'm actually in a business meetings, I speak even lower and even more quiet. And when I do that, people don't have another option but to shut up and listen to me. When he speaks, everybody listens. The room becomes quiet because he speaks. That demands attention and respect. So if you want to be heard, don't raise your voice, lower your voice. Thing number 4 that really helped me to tap into my dark feminine energy is simply becoming less available for those that don't appreciate me and my value. If I liked someone, I used to always be available. Of course, I'll take the opportunity. Let's go. But women in their dark feminine energy, they're just out of reach, but not in a manipulative way, just in a way that demands respect. If you're always available, people take that for granted, girl. One thing about me, I never play games, especially with someone who I like. I always respond quick. I don't think about, should I respond this or should I text that? Do I want to be mysterious or do I want to be playful? I never think about that. If I want to text a guy first, I literally just text a guy first. If I want to not respond to a guy, I don't respond to a guy. It is so easy for me because it comes from a place of confidence, not insecurity. Being genuine in any relationship will make you go so much further than acting cool. Stop watching all these gurus that tell you how to make a guy fall in love with you, how to make him obsessed with you. Girl, just relax and live your life. Literally, a man that wants you, he will find you. But be genuine. Don't traumatize yourself and men. With your person who is really your person, it should be so easy. No games, no drama, no lies, just nice quality communication. When you're confused and you don't know how to act, just ask yourself, how would a queen act? Like, how would a true, amazing, incredible woman would act? Would she play a man? Would she even waste her time on doing that? Queen has a big heart. She lives for people. She serves people. She doesn't live selfishly for herself. And again, I wasn't always like that. What really helped me to open my heart is God. When I started praying, I really realized that I was focusing this whole time on the wrong love. Love from people is conditional, but love from God is unconditional and it's stable. It's always there whenever you need it. You just need to give your hand to the God and ask. But ask from your heart, not from your head. When you ask from your heart, it feels different. You just give him your hand and you ask for guidance. When you live with God, you realize that you deserve to be loved because every person is his creation. He loves everybody. He loves me. He loves you. He literally loves everybody. But you need to turn yourself towards him. And the more I pray, the more I feel the love inside of me, the love that I can give to this world. And that's when the world started reciprocating. So the conclusion of this video is that dark feminine energy does make you sexy, does make you attractive. If it comes from a place of you being a great woman, a woman that does a lot of internal work, and that work on yourself will give you the confidence that you desire to feel. Well, that was it for today, guys. I really hope that this video resonates with any of you, and I hope that you've learned something or got some inspiration from me. I am so beyond grateful that you stayed till the rest of the video with me. I love you guys, and I appreciate every and each one of you. But before I say goodbye, remember that today is your day.